Back, I'd like us to shift our focus to the BBI Secretariat team taking the 3 million signatures they collected and personally verified to the IEBC for verification. So our senior reporter, Jeff Kirui, is at State House Road. And Jeff Kirui, good morning. So we expect 3 million signatures to be taken to the IEBC. However, this is being done despite strong opposition from the DP and his allies and also from the church.
Yes, indeed, Brenda. This is the BBI National Secretariat along State House Road. And from what we gather is that there will be a procession all the way from here to Processional Way and to the IEBC offices at Anniversary Towers. And there, that will be the chairman of the IEBC, Wafula Chebukati, will be receiving this team. They will be making their way there by foot all the way there. But here there are two buses. And inside here we have two buses, and the two buses have boxes from every county. There will be 47 counties here. You can see Kisii, Bungoma, Murang'a, Nyandarua. So the signatures have been actually assorted according to the county. And within the counties as well, inside these boxes, there will be those 4 constituencies. And down from the constituencies, there will be at the ward level. So signatures will be verified according to counties, constituencies, wards, and all the way down, even actually up to the polling station level. This is just to make sure that the process is easy to identify the registered voters in that particular area, and of course their IDs and their signatures. But remember that this exercise, according to the BBI Secretariat co-chairs, that is the Minority Whip in the National Assembly, Junet Mohammed, and former gubernatorial aspirant Dennis Waweru, they're saying that there will be no changes at all, no comma, no full stop, which will be changed in the final draft, that is the Constitutional Amendment Draft Bill of 2020, which will be submitted together with these signatures to the IEBC. This is after, of course, the agitation by a section of leaders. Among them, the Deputy President William Ruto is actually rooting for a multiple choice referendum, and he is still pushing for some few changes in this referendum. And one of the this draft bill, and one of the issues that is actually raising is regarding the number of members of parliament and the nomination of women MPs into the National Assembly. That is just to fill, or rather to meet the required 2/3 gender rule. Those are some of the issues actually being agitated by a section of leaders. And of course, we saw the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops yesterday saying that this is the time for the country to agree upon issues to go to the next referendum, so that subsequently there will be no need to address these issues. So the Catholic Conference of the Conference of Catholic Bishops rather is actually agitating for changes to the constitution to be exploited right now and exhausted before going to a referendum. And of course, the other side, the pro-BBI side, is actually saying that there will be no changes, and they are expecting that this exercise will be done and dusted by early next year. But remember, this verification exercise of signatures, IEBC has no exact timelines to complete and conclude this exercise, but the BBI Secretary is saying that they've made sure that the exercise will be concluded in the shortest time possible by assorting these signatures into counties, constituencies and ward level to just ensure that this process ends the soonest possible. Brenda.
Right. So, Jeff Kirui, if possible, kindly take us through that verification process, what that verification process involves at the IEBC. Then once IEBC has given a go-ahead, what is the next move?
Well, of course, there was a form which was given by the IEBC on how to sign this signature, which involves having the name of the registered voter. Of course, they'll be verifying the ID number and whether that person is indeed a registered voter. But remember that the BBI Secretariat had their own register of the IEBC, and they were going through that. That is why the numbers from 5.2 million signatures, a total of 5.2 million signatures, which were collected, actually came down to just slightly above 3 million signatures after they did their verification, and of course trying to iron out, or rather that register, to ensure that whoever signed is actually a registered voter, and it tallies, the name tallies with the identification and number. But of course, from here, when IEBC is done verifying this, the draft bill will go to the 47 counties, and the members of the county assemblies will actually have to go through that bill, discuss that bill, and then now from there it will come to the National Assembly, and there will be a date which will be set for that document to go to the county, to go to the two houses, that is the National Assembly and the Senate. And thereafter now we will know exactly which date the referendum will be set. But now, from here, it will be IEBC, actually, the ball will be at IEBC's court to ensure that this verification exercise ends the soonest time. But there have been questions raised by IEBC. Do they have the budget to conduct this verification exercise? And remember, during the Okwa Kenya verification exercise, it took at least 1 month, and that was about 1.4 million signatures. So we'll be waiting to see what time, or rather hear from them exactly how much it will cost to conduct this verification exercise of more than 3.2 million signatures, and of course what time it will need to verify all these signatures, plus the personnel which will be employed to conduct this exercise. Brenda.
All right, Jeff Kirui, finally in a minute, do we expect a showdown at the at Parliament, specifically both the national and the Senate assemblies, because there is a divided opinion on the contents of this document and how the BBI referendum, the change of the constitution should be done?
Of course, Brenda, this contest has always been about the Deputy President and the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. And if you see from the way things are, you can see already that the counties which are allied to the Deputy President have actually said that this exercise, the collection of signatures earlier, they had said that they were not going to entertain any collection of signatures in their counties. So it's something that we expect to play out as well when the bill is submitted to the county assemblies. We, of course, will be expecting to see that the side which is pro-BBI, or rather the side that will be supporting President Uhuru Kenyatta and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, they will be expected to push this agenda of the BBI, or rather to endorse the constitutional amendment draft bill. But the side actually leaning towards the Deputy President, they have been having issues about this, and the Deputy President has come out clearly to say that if these changes will not be made, then he might not participate in an exercise where he says will divide the country further along the yes and no sides during the referendum. And of course, that is something we'll be seeing, and it will play out. But as it stands now, for this draft bill to pass, it has to be supported by at least 24 counties. So from here, this battle now will go to the counties to see each side, how many counties they will garner heading.
All right, you've been talking to my colleague, Jeff Kirui. My colleague Jeff Kirui, who's at the BBI Secretariat offices located along State House Road. 2 buses loaded with 3 million signatures, above 3 million signatures that have been collected, being taken to the IEBC for final verification. Then from there to the 47 counties. From there, if it's approved by 24, to the National Assembly and the Senate Assembly. All that a developing story. We give you more updates once that procession begins from State House Road to the IEBC headquarters offices here in Nairobi.